Euro USD Weekly Recap from the 3rd to the 7th of June 2024. Welcome to another video with Freedom Forex Trading. Just going to go over what we saw on EU throughout the week in terms of where the price moved. So basically coming into the week, we were inside of this bearish leg. Price was right up the top. This is Monday here. Price had come right up to the top of this range on the Friday and started to work its way back down. So sells coming into the week were looking high probability. Monday from memory was a big news day, hence the massive push that we had here, which did lead us to be in a tricky spot for the rest of the week. But basically coming into Monday, after we got the reaction out of here, had a very, very minor internal break, had a reaction from an extreme point up at the top here. We were looking for sells if we had an area up here for price to come into and mitigate for London to be able to sell out of, but price didn't give us that retracement we were looking for. Had a bit of a meltdown, came to some lower points down inside of this area here, this whole demand zone, and then started to push price back up. From there, with the push of news, we had price come up and break our external high that we had on the 15-minute, break the 4-hour high and also the 1-hour high, showing us that this leg down here was a sufficient retracement for price to then be able to come up and push the external high, giving us a new external hourly and 15-minute range. From there, had a massive week of consolidation. So you can go ahead and remove these markers here now. Cool. All right. So from there, after we had the main push to the upside, which is obviously from this low to this high, it gave us not much in terms of internal structure or anything along those lines. So it made it really quite tricky to be able to work with anything inside of this range here. So this and this are really insignificant structural points to be able to actually use as market structure shifts to be able to look at doing anything with in terms of inducements, breaks, or anything along those lines. So as price, we did have it from this low to this high as our external. This was our internal range that we've been working with. So price from there made it really, really awkward as we can't do anything with internal structure. So having price basically just consolidate all week inside of this internal leg really gave us nothing to be able to do. I wasn't actually looking for any trades all week on EU. I didn't really have any opportunities besides a mitigation up here. There's an extreme point over here to the left, which price came into, gave an A+ entry during the middle of Asia session. And then that was really the only clean setup the price had all week. From there, it just moved really sideways. Didn't end up coming up to mitigate the extreme before NFP. And then on NFP, obviously released on Friday, we get the massive multiple downside. So right now, has given us a bit of awkwardness with price and what we're looking to be able to do with it. It does make it very, very tricky. Obviously, got a big break of structure here now, so we can definitely look for price to come and mitigate some extreme points down the bottom to potentially look for buys. But we'll see how price shapes up during Asia for the week ahead. Given that we've just had NFP, definitely going to be very, very patient with this. But unfortunate situation with EU during the week, having been caught inside of that internal leg, made it really tricky, like I said, to be able to do anything with it. So it was a massive week on sitting on our hands. And this was relevant across most pairs. Most pairs didn't provide much setups this week. And that's just the way that it is sometimes. Thanks for watching.